It's been a whole year since we started talking about films, and we'd like to thank you all for watching. Our new film, Video Home Slayer, just came out on our channel, so make sure to go check it out. It's a cheesy 80s horror flick. We've got a lot of projects in the works, so make sure to subscribe to get notified. Thanks for watching. For this spooky season, we took a trip back to the 80s to watch one of the most underrated slasher films of the time, The Burning.
So don't look. He'll see you. Don't breathe. He'll hear you. Don't move. You're dead!
Back in the 80s, the slasher genre was thriving, replacing our Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein characters with our Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Michael Myers. But there was another one that we forgot about. Cropsy.
Cropsy. What a fucking stupid name. Well,
is there some trivia behind?
There is a trivia behind Cropsy, and Cropsy, so in upstate New York at summer camps, it was a prominent story to tell about the Cropsy killer, who was a burn maniac that haunted the woods. Literally a real campfire story.
Oh, okay.
The Burning was directed by Tony Maylam, makeup effects by the great Tom Savini, and produced by none other than, you guessed it, Harvey Weinstein. Fun fact, this was actually the first movie that he produced, so if you're looking to blame a movie for giving him a career.
All right, I must have come on a little strong, okay?
We made a joke that all the male characters in the movie are like Horcruxes for
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein's soul.
And the camp counselor, the main camp counselor, Todd, was like the man
part,
he wanted to be.
The pure part of his soul that he'll never get back. After the caretaker of Camp Blackfoot falls victim to a botched prank by camp teenagers, he returns 5 years later as a horribly burned psychomaniac to enact his revenge. No children or camp counselors are safe from the wrath of Cropsy.
Oh God, I wasn't expecting that. What the fuck?
Man, this guy's burned so bad, he's cooked. A fucking Big Mac. Overdone.
This man is burnt. Fucking Big Mac. If you're expecting an amazing story with a lot of twists and turns, well, sorry to disappoint, this is not it. It's just a campfire story on the big screen, and honestly, that's what I love about it. You have likable characters.
Except for the sleazy ones.
You have a killer with an iconic feel, and you have great makeup effects.
After we're introduced to our killer and our characters, the main setup here. We got these kids going out on a canoe trip with their chaperones, Todd and Michelle, but Cropsy, being the smart opportunist he is, he releases all their canoes, leaving them stranded in the wilderness. Perfect setup to hunt them one by one.
So who's your favorite character?
Favorite character? You know, maybe it's boring to say, but I like good old Todd.
Todd?
I wanted Todd to win. I was rooting for him.
Rooting for him, okay.
He made mistakes in the past, but he grew up to be a good fella,
I like Glazer a lot. He's just like the big dumb oaf. You kind of felt for him. He had his moments where he's a camp bully, but then he's a very passionate guy when you get him in the sack.
That's all. Is it?
Yeah, dude, so much passion.
Yeah, dude. He's
like,
oh, sorry, I lasted only 2 seconds.
2 minutes of passion.
He's like, I promise it'll be good, I promise. And he gets in.
My lubricated rubbers.
Yeah, where's my lubricated rubbers at?
Look, I asked for lubricated rubbers. These aren't lubricated rubbers, you understand that?
What am I, Masters and Johnson?
So the film forces you to identify with the weirdest kid at camp, but he literally spies on girls in the shower. He just has all these weird quirks. They think he's the killer at first because he's just so fucking weird.
He's like the weird loner kid, But
he knows he's weird, but he does nothing about it. He likes being weird.
Yeah, but he also wants he didn't even want to be at the camp. Remember, he's like, I don't want to be here, which I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, well, too bad. You're fucking there. Stop being weird. So whenever Cropsey releases the canoes, they have to build a raft to get back to camp. So they send all the C-list characters to go get help, but they find one of the canoes, one of their release canoes, while they're traveling back, and surprise, surprise, somebody's in it to greet them. So I'd say that about 90% of this movie is well edited, pretty well shot. It's suspenseful. You've got all the nice shots with the killer stalking, everything you would expect. Good kills, good makeup. But there is one glaring issue, and that is the conclusion of the climax of the movie, where we have Camp Counselor Todd, the main hero of the film, with the weird kid in a copper mine, facing off against Cropsey. It is all over the place.
They're duking it out. He gets hit into this little like little secret area, a little closet or something. And he looks up, and I guess they were like, all right, we got to put something shocking here. But like, oh, we didn't film anything.
We didn't get it on set.
So I'm like, well, let's get a picture of
it's a freeze frame from like earlier in the film.
Yeah, and they you could see the trees.
You could see the tree in the background, but they're in a mine.
Yeah,
how'd they think that was gonna work?
It was clear, and it was clearly a photo.
So, you girls all set for the trip tomorrow? Nothing I can get you? Life jacket? Spermicide? Oh! Hey, you gotta be prepared. You know what I mean, huh?
The burning, not that great, but not that bad. It really is a classic slasher flick that you just don't know about. But we enjoyed it.
One thing's for sure, it won't be the worst thing Harvey Weinstein ever did.